Welcome back to I Just Drive. I'm sitting at the discount tire and I'm waiting for him to check a tire because when I went to Lyft yesterday and got their car, later on I noticed one of the tires is like, I don't know, it's acting a little low. Kind of goes up and low, up and down, and it never reached 35. Went down to 31. So it's just kind of suspect. And so I decided to bring it in here, and I'm going to wait and see what they got to say. And in case you didn't know, discount tires will check the tire for free. And if there's a hole, like a nail or whatever, not on the sidewall, of course, but if there's a hole, they will patch it for free. And they also, they don't just patch it, they also put a what do they call those a plug. They put a plug in it together. And so anyway, I just want to be sure and make sure. But I wanted to talk about tires today. That's one of your very important parts of the car that goes pretty easily if you're not careful. And I want to talk to you guys in Dallas. And I know you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. There are curbs popping up everywhere. And they're not putting enough light out there to help you out. So you're not really even able to see these things a lot of times until you come right up on them. So go slow. Don't rush. Don't rush through Dallas. Be careful. And also, I want you to watch out for those metal things. I don't have any pictures of them, but they're in Dallas. Some are on Walnut Hill Lane, Forest Lane, some of them South Dallas neighborhoods as well. And they're so dangerous. I don't know what to call them. It's like it's in the turning lanes at the last few feet. It's where the stripe is painted or is supposed to be painted, and they've been sitting there for years. They're kind of like a half basketball or something, and it has a funny texture to it, and it could just tear your tire. I've actually popped a tire on those once. Not as a Lyft driver, but I was doing some other thing, and it also bent the rim. So you got to be very careful at night. You got to watch out and don't cross over the lines unless you know that thing's not there. Stay away from that stripe, or where that stripe is supposed to go. Yeah. I can't tell you enough how dangerous that is, because you could be a tourist as well, and you could be lost, and you could be just like, wandering around trying to figure out your way, and you could be in a real bad neighborhood, and you end up losing your tire, and then the wrong person comes to, quote, help you. That's dangerous. And I feel like the city of Dallas has made a huge mistake. But those things have been there for years, and they don't even paint them. A lot of them are yellow, but they're just faded away, and a lot of the paint is off. Some of them are rusty, and they actually have grass growing around them, and it even hides it. I've even seen one. I wish I would have got a picture of it, but I dropped this one rider off, and there was a piece like ripped apart, and it ended up somehow like on the right next to her sidewalk. And I don't know how. Somebody must have hit it with the bottom of their car and probably hit the frame or something and just cracked that thing right in half. Or maybe it was hit more than once. I don't know, but it's pretty dangerous and it's pretty stupid. And if this is all around Texas, which I'm not sure about, but I know it's definitely in the Dallas area, I encourage these people to own up to it. The city managers and the planners and those people that do the so-called beautification, to stop putting these curbs up, not put these bulbs up. It's like a punishment to the drivers. It's so bad that it's almost like like you putting blades or something on the ramps, the exit ramps, as you're twirling around in these loops, and punishing the driver for getting too close to the wall. It's just terrible. So I've been dealing with those for years, just going back and forth doing my job. Not for a lift so much, because I started that last year, but I was doing other stuff, and that's just so dangerous. So dangerous. And you could end up wrecking your car. You could put your car out of control and hit someone. And so, we got all these people that like to protest on other things. Why not go up there and protest on that? Because it's really hurting people, and it doesn't make the city any better, and it doesn't make the city look any better. It just gives us a bad name. People come and visit, and they have to see that stuff at the last second. It's just not worth it. So I'm also thinking about, what about those people that they rip off churches and houses, and they take they strip it. Why not recycle some of them? Why not get out there with one of those little bolt things and just go, they got bolts holding them down. Just take those and recycle them. It's just ridiculous. I'm not sure what they would do if somebody took all them out, but I encourage the city of Dallas to step up to the plate and stop doing this. Just go out there, get rid of those things, and it will solve a huge problem. And I talked to riders as well, and they're saying the same thing. They absolutely hate those things. And so I encourage everyone to keep your eyes moving, watch out at night, and don't be in a rush, and stay away from those curbs, and be safe. And I'm just going to wait and see what happens with my car. They put it in the shop to check the tire. It looks good. Maybe it was underinflated, but I don't understand why. After I picked the car up, then I realized, actually just now, I just realized that all the stem, the valve caps, they're not even on the car. So I don't know what the deal is with that lift, but anyway, I'll talk to you soon, and thanks for all your prayers, and I'm glad to be back. Like and subscribe, and comment. Alright, talk to you soon.